What if part 3 in the Model 3? Huh, that's weird.
What if?
What if you go to charge the car? What if you forget that you plugged it in, or you plugged it in overnight and you forget that it's plugged in? What if you jump in the car and start to drive? You've seen those videos of those people doing that at gas stations. What happens in this car? So it's in the morning, you get to the car, you sit down, you put your foot on the brake, and uh-oh, unable to drive. You put your foot on the brake, it won't go into drive, it won't do anything. You can do whatever you want, nothing's gonna happen. You can slide that away, but that's all you can do with it. This car's pretty smart. You can't drive it and charge it at the same time unless you're regenning. Here's one from the first what if. Someone asked me when I rebooted the screen, do the turn signals work? Because I tried rebooting it while in autopilot, and they asked, do the turn signals work while you reboot? I believe they do, because the screen is just a display. You're not actually rebooting the driving portion of the computer, but we will find out. So first I have to put you down. I have to put you down to push on the steering wheel nipples until the screen goes black. Okay, and now I'm going to push on the turn signal. I don't see anything. Let's go outside. Actually, they are on. The turn signals are on, so they do actually work. Same thing on the back, you can see the light flashing back there. So the turn signals do work, they just don't make a noise on the inside because the screen is off. It's good to know. Good what if question. This next one I'm going to do in the driveway. Someone asked, I got them written down, put the car in reverse under 6 miles per hour. Let's try that. I tried putting it in reverse while we were driving. How fast can you actually put it in reverse? Do you actually have to come to a complete stop? What if you're driving 3 miles an hour and you put it in reverse? So let's try it. We're going to put it in drive, and we're going to do 3 miles an hour. It goes in reverse. I don't have my foot on the pedals at all, but it does go in reverse. That was at 3 miles an hour. So let's back up again and put it back in drive. Let's get up to 6 miles an hour. Nope, not 6. Let's try 5, see what the actual one is. Yep, goes in reverse at 5 miles an hour, and then comes to a slow stop and then rolls back. So I wonder if we can go into drive at 5 miles an hour while we're going in reverse. Yep, it goes into drive if you're in at 5 miles an hour as well. So there you go. You don't have to come to a complete stop to actually put it in reverse or put it into drive. So it's kind of nice if you're in a parking lot. You can hit the button while you're still coasting a little bit. The next one is, what if you come to a stop in a parking spot or a parking lot and you put the car on hill hold? Let me show you. On hill hold. You think you're in drive, or you think you're in park, maybe you hit the button, you don't actually have to hold the brake or anything because it's in hill hold. It shows a little icon because I'm actually down a hill a little bit. What if you unbuckle and get out? What happens to the car? I'm gonna unbuckle. Nothing's beeping yet. It shows that I'm unbuckled, and this is flashing up top, but nothing's beeping. This car's going back, and this pedal's going back and forth once in a while. I'm gonna hit the door button to get out and see if anything happens. It actually puts itself in park. As soon as you open the door, you don't even have to get out of the chair. As soon as you open the door, it puts itself in park, so you don't accidentally roll into the car in front of you or whatever. So apparently you don't even have to put it in park anymore. You can just get out of the car and it'll do it for you. What if everyone was that stupid? So there you go. Showed that the doors don't work while you're moving, while you're driving down the road, but what is the speed that they do work? Or do they work at all when you're in drive? Well, we're stopped now. My foot's on the brake. I can open the door. So if we start rolling, let's do 2 miles an hour. They don't work at 2 miles an hour. 1 mile an hour, they don't work. As soon as I hit 0, they open up. Let's try that again. 2, 1. They're not working. You can hear me click the button. And as soon as I hit 0, the door opens up. So you actually have to be stopped. You don't have to be in park. You have to be stopped at 0 miles an hour in drive, and they'll open up. Same thing if you're picking somebody up. Like I noticed this when I drop my daughter off for work. I'll stop and she can get out, but I'll also stop as long as this is unlocked, she can actually get in from the outside. So right now, I'm going to lock it, roll my window down, and push the button, and you can't get in. As soon as I unlock it, find the door handle, they open up. That's what's nice, and that's what's different about the Model S. The Model S doors have to present themselves to someone. You do that by unlocking and locking the car. So this is something nice where you can actually drive in a parking lot with the doors unlocked, and someone can use them as soon as you come to a complete stop to pick them up. Good to know. Now you know. What if you didn't know that? Well, now you do. What if you're an autopilot? Now I am. What if you're an autopilot and you unbuckle your seatbelt? We're gonna try it out. See what happens, see what noises make. So we're tracking a car right now. I'm gonna unbuckle. And right there it shows me that I'm unbuckled. It's not doing anything as far as besides beeping. It's still letting me drive. I've got my hand on the wheel. This is dangerous. You should always drive with your seatbelt on. But it is still letting me drive in autopilot without wearing a seatbelt. Now I'm gonna put it back on. Don't do that. You should always drive with your seatbelt on and not hold a camera. Next one is, what if you're an autopilot, you unbuckle, you lift your butt out of the seat, letting the sensor realize that you're out of the seat. What happens? What if you do that? Does the car slow down in autopilot, or what does it do? We already know unbuckling just beeps, but what if you get out of the seat? I'm out of the seat completely and nothing's happening. My back is not on the seat. I'm actually just hovering above the seat. The seatbelt sign went away, which is weird. It realizes that no one's there. I wonder if it's going to ask me to touch the wheel because no one's here. Let's see how long I can hold up. Sorry if it's shaky, but yeah, it does make you hold the wheel. So that was kind of weird. It didn't care that I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, and then it also didn't care that I wasn't sitting in the chair anymore. So yes, I could have gotten up and climbed in the back seat. Now, I don't think the Model S does that. The Model S will actually beep and turn off autopilot and come to a complete stop. Now, you do still have to hold the wheel in autopilot, so eventually you would have to reach up here and grab the wheel. So that's kind of pointless as far as getting out of the driver's seat. But so I guess you could, with a weight on the wheel to let it sense someone's here, you could actually climb out of the window, out of the car, and let the car drive itself down the road, and no one has to be in the car. Seatbelt or no one sitting here. Huh, it's a little scary. I'm sure that'll be fixed on the software update. Hey Tesla guys, I found out something you should fix. What if they watch my videos? What if they fix it? That'd be pretty cool. So I blew through a lot of these today. If you have one that you want me to do, leave it in the comments below. I'm going to continue this series of what ifs. Next week I'm going to deviate from the Model 3 and do Model S what if. But what if you're watching this video and what if you want your own performance Model 3? Well, I'm glad you asked. You can use my referral code to get free supercharging. I'll leave the rest. You've already heard a bunch of that. Just use the code down below. It helps us out. Awesome. Thank you. Also, what if you could share the video, subscribe to the channel? That would help out tremendously. If you wouldn't mind hitting up the links in the description, there's ways to save some money on Abstract Ocean. There's a lot of cool things. They're coming out with a lot of cool things, and I'm going to have some videos on that soon. I've been in contact with them. And as always, let me know when you get your P3Ds and all-wheel drives, and I will catch you on the next one. Stay positive, everyone. Have an awesome day.